the tunes and iDog moves. Groove 24/7 to the beat of your music. Find your iDog in the toy department. iDog and accessories each sold separately. Batteries and music players not included.
Hello again, my silly billies. Welcome back to the Davo domain, and we're looking at something. It's another episode of Looking At, a series where we look at stuff. And today, we've got something really special. Something I've been looking for so long, as like a way of reliving my childhood, you could say. Yeah, the the anticipation has been immense. So let's bring them in. Oh, hold on. There's something else. There we go. If you're a 2000s kid, you're probably losing your mind right now. And if you're younger, say you were born in the 2010s or 2020s, imagine 5 and 6 year olds watching my videos. That's so weird to think about. But yeah, these are, well, we've got the iDog and the, this is the iDog World Cat. But let's just call it the iCat. But let's explain what these are. So in the 2000s, you had the iPod, an MP3 player that played music that you copied over from like your laptop or your PC or whatever. Back before the days of Spotify and Apple Music and stuff, you had MP3 players. You still do, but they're not as big as they were. And these old guys here were basically speakers that would play your music through them, they're basically like kids' toys, but speakers. These initially released in, the iDog initially released in 2005 from Sega Toys. 2005. I'm going to say some shit that's going to make you feel old. 2005, that was the year the Xbox 360 came out. We had Hurricane Katrina. We had albums like Demon Days by Gorillaz, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out by Panic at the Disco, Human After All by Daft Punk. That was 21 years ago. The website we're watching this video on right now was launched in 2005, 21 freaking years ago. That is crazy to think about. This initially released in Japan in 2005, and I think it came out stateside later in the year, because if you look on the box, where are you? It should say somewhere there, 2005, Sega Toys, and then you had Tiger Electronics. They were responsible for localizing this thing. That's basically what the iDog was. It's a speaker toy that plays your music, and it does things based on your music. It dances, it lights up, it makes sounds, its ears wag. And they did a bunch of these between 2005 and 2009. And the iCat is one of them. This came out in 2006. But there was tons of others. You had a penguin, you had a fish, you had a turtle, you had different versions of the iDog, because the iDog was the main one. You had different versions of this. You had ones with like better speakers. You had a plush one. You had all sorts, tons of different colours, different styles, different patterns. There were some that looked like the members of Kiss, for crying out loud. So yeah, these are insane. I picked these up off eBay for like a really good price, considering they're sealed and 20 years old. We are going to crack them open, but just going to cut to something real quick. We do technically already have an iDog. This is the iDog soft speaker. Let me just adjust that. And this came out in 2008. It's basically a plush version of this. The speaker is a bit better. We'll get to that though when we look at the iDogs in the box. And I actually had this thing when I was a kid. I think I was like 8 or 9 when I had this. Yeah, I love this thing. I love these ones too, mainly because I had the original iDog as a kid. I had the white one, which was like the base model, but I've got these in black now. And black, if you don't know, it's my favourite colour. Black and red are my favourite colours, actually. I've done enough yapping, so let's crack these things open, because they've been wanting to breathe for about 20 years. So let's open them up and see what's inside. So the cat's out of the box, and I've got to say, this freaking packaging, I absolutely love this stuff. Like, look at that design. That is glorious 2000s futurism. Right, look how beautiful that is, with like the weird like wavy lines and graphics and stuff. That is just absolutely gorgeous. It falls in line a lot with the Y2K futurism aesthetic and Fruit to Get Aero that's so popular online nowadays. And I absolutely love that kind of stuff. So, but we've got the cat. We've got the cat out. There's more freaking tape. I'm not going to do this for the dog. I'm just going to do this for one. I'm going to just cut to the dog. Open. We've also got a booklet here. I might have to adjust the camera because this is not good. That's a lot better. The camera was like way too far off to the left. So we've got it in a better place. We've also got this little headphone to headphone cable which will plug into the device. You can basically plug it into anything with a headphone jack and it'll output the audio to this. It doesn't have to be an iPod. Also have an instruction booklet which I'll probably scan as well. So it's basically getting to know the cat. You've got touch sensors in the ears, tail, little speaker, LEDs, different LEDs. This one, I think this one has diffused. Is it diffused LEDs? I'm not too sure. And then similar features like head movement, microphone, stuff like that. Avoid battery leakage, which is something people should consider when selling these. A lot of people sell these second hand and keep the batteries inside, and you get battery leakage and corrosion, and it's gross. That's what happened with this here, and I had to get like, I think was it olive oil? I can't remember what it was actually that I used. But we've got that there. That there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's like it's plugged into a CD Walkman or something. Oh my gosh, I want one of those so bad. I like how it's cat in like big fonts. It's almost like each time cat shows you its mood/personality, this sets the cat personality. It's like, yeah. I gotta say, getting these things out of the box was much harder than I thought it would be. But we've got the cat and its little feet move. I didn't know that. I mean, I probably did. I probably just didn't read the instructions properly. But there is the cat. And we'll try them out once we've got the dog out of the packaging. And these do require batteries. I've got some AA batteries over here. So let's open up the dog and try them out. And the dog is also free. I don't think the dog actually came with a cable, actually. So I'm glad the cat did. Actually, no, it did. It was in the box. I was just so focused on getting it off the cardboard platform that I neglected to notice it. And they were packaged actually quite differently. The dog was on a little platform with twisty ties that were keeping it in, while the cat was basically protected by like a plastic bubble. There we go. We get a better view of our friends and a box of Tic Tacs that I've left by my desk. So here they are. Two lovely little animal friends. Honestly, they need to bring these guys back. The designs are phenomenal. They are absolutely gorgeous. From like the glossy colour to the shiny metal bits to the translucent plastic that does yellow with age and already has. But yeah, let's get some batteries and open them up and turn them on. So we finally got the batteries in, but these things were freaking stubborn. The little bit that removes to get access to the battery compartment does not like to go back in that well, which is a bit of an inconvenience. But let's turn these guys on. There goes the dog. And from what I saw in the instructions, the LEDs will differ depending on what music you play, as well as like the mood of the dog. There's also different lighting arrangements there. Saw someone on TikTok say this thing looks like Reggie Steel, and I can see it. I can really see it now. It likes the snoot boop. I mean, let's put the cat on actually. Now the cat doesn't really make like the same noise as the dog. It's more the motor. It expresses itself more through the motors that are inside. And I will say those sounds are quite cat-like. It almost sounds like a purr, or like it's like a purr mixed with a meow. That one doesn't like its tail being fond, but we can actually get it to work with this because it was working before. I don't know why it's not now. It's so weird. So let's put some music on and see how the speakers sound. So we've got the old iPod out. This is a modded. I actually don't even know model this is, but it's a modded 256 gig black iPod with a flash memory, which is lovely. I'm going to play some stuff on here. I have mostly copyright music on here, but there are a few things I'm going to play which I know YouTube's copyright bots will not recognize. So let's play this ending theme from a rare Japanese TV show I found on a VHS tape. See how that sounds. And of course the cat's dancing because it's got a little speaker down there, so it will react to what music it hears, even if there's no music being outputted through its speaker, which is cool. And speaking of obscure Japanese media, let's play a piece from an anime that I really like that nobody has freaking heard of. Which track should we use, actually? What's this one going to sound like? This one's kind of crazy. Cat going. Have the little jig right there. That's a thought. We'll have to play the big track that like plays in every episode of this show. But I said the speaker on this doesn't sound too bad. It's not amazing. It's not like groundbreaking sound or anything like that, but it still sounds good. Yes, I'm just touching the cat's face because you can. Let's actually play a song that's been a freaking reoccurring earworm of mine for like nearly 4 months. You won't know this song by any means, but I freaking love it. Oh, the cat's loving it. Look at the little ears going. It's like a little rave here, like an animal rave. A robot animal rave. And let's hear what this sounds like on the cat. So for some reason the cat's just not outputting any audio. So I don't know if the speaker's fucked. Probably, considering it's like 20 years old. Yeah, it's all the way up, the volume's all the way up. There's nothing coming through the cat at all. Which is a bit of a shame, but to be honest, I'll probably just have these as like nice display pieces anyway, so. And that's pretty much it. Just a little video looking at these old toys from 20 years ago that are still very, very cool. The speakers aren't the best. The design could be a little bit better, especially with the yellowing plastic on the clear parts, as well as the battery compartment. That's a little bit of a bugger to get inside, but they are still really cool looking and still hold up really well. Honestly, if anyone's watching this from Hasbro or Tiger Electronics, if they're still around, I don't know if they are, but you should make a new one. Make it with Bluetooth capabilities. That would be sick. So yeah, not much else to say really. So let's end the video here. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell if you want to if you want notifications or whatever. Also check out my Patreon. I am starting to post on there now. I will be mainly using it to share scripts for upcoming videos. And you can also do it if you just want to support me. So yeah, check that out if you want. But yeah, that's it from me, and stay fresh, cheese bags. Just an update, I've tried 4 different cables on the cat, and the little shit just doesn't want to output audio to its speaker. I don't know what's going on. I haven't got a clue. I'm guessing the speaker's just dead. So when I recorded that video, I forgot to actually record the soft speaker in action. So there it is, playing a Malaysian song, which I posted the music video of on the second channel, which has quite a lot of views. It's nearly 100,000 views now. So I will say though, the speaker on this sounds way better than the iDog, like the original iDog. It's a lot clearer. And of course you don't have the motors in the background. Let me just turn it up full. Yeah, 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 yeah.